Hi, I'm Ginny Bootman. I am a classroom teacher. I teach year 4, 5, 6 in a small village primary school. I'm also senior manager in the school and I am the special needs coordinator of 2 schools. The role that empathy plays within the school context has really come to the forefront in the last 2 years for me. I went on a course and was bowled over by the impact that an empathy-based approach can have on children in our care. So I really embraced it, brought it to my multi-academy trust, and then from that I've been really fortunate that I've been able to do talks about an empathy-based approach. I've written articles and done podcasts and done interviews about it. So what does it look like on a daily basis? Well, an empathy-based approach in my school is very much based on trust. So the children in our care know that they can trust the adults, that when the children come to us, they won't be judged or told off, they will be listened to, and as a result, they will internalise what they've done and learn from it. So, for example, in the playground, we all have playground disagreements. What happens in my school is a child will come up, they may be crying. So at that point, we say what we see. So we say, I can see that you're crying. The child then tells us what's happened. So they may say, Billy hit me. We then say that back to the child. Billy hit you? This then allows a dialogue between the child and the adult, and actually it unpicks what actually happened in that situation. We don't ask why. We just let the child say what happened. So it could go like this. Billy hit me. Billy hit you? Yeah, Billy hit me because I pulled the ball off him. You pulled the ball off him? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have pulled the ball off him. And off the child goes. The child has actually solved that problem themselves by us just repeating what they've said to us. So the approach that we have actually is accepting from both ways. A child tells us something, we accept it, and then they accept back what we say to them. Sometimes we have to try a different approach because children can be quite guarded when they are telling you something, because sometimes children actually think it's better to not tell the truth than tell the truth because they'll get told off. So we can cajole them into telling us what happened so that they know, look, if you tell me what happened, we can sort it out. Instead of us being Judge Judy and saying, oh my goodness, this happened, you will be told off. But, and this is a big but, and it's taken me quite a long time to work this one out, the children also have to know that they have to work within the school rules. There are rules in place for a reason. Yes, we will listen to the children, we will empathise, we will help them, but actually, if they do something that goes against one of our school rules, then there are consequences. It took me a while to understand that because initially I was being too kind, and the staff kind of said to me, Ginny, this isn't quite working. So we looked at it together, and it was because I was being too kind. So we brought it back, and it is within the school rules. But what we do actually find is children are actually more truthful. They sort out their own problems. and we don't have to involve the whole class trying to unpick what's happened. So gone are the days of something happening at lunchtime and then me spending half the afternoon unpicking it by taking one child out at a time and trying to find out what happened. No, because the children actually have ownership of what they've done. So it really has made a really, really positive impact on the children and on the staff, because the children are taking ownership. Really interestingly, the other day, two little boys were having a little bit of a fracas. They came in after break and they really had fallen out with each other. So at that point, I said to them, what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to go just to the side of the classroom, boys. I want you to have a conversation about what's happened. I want you two to sort it out, and I want you two to come back to me, please. Within a minute, they come over to me. They said, we've sorted it out. We've realised we were both wrong, and we're going to try not to do that again. I love that phrase. We're going to try not to do it again. We can't say we're never going to do it again, but you know what? We're going to try not to do it again. What I would like is for other schools to replicate this approach, which costs nothing apart from our time. And I have to say, it does get easier the longer that you do it. Initially, it does take up some time, but the longer that you do it, the easier it becomes, because it just becomes part and parcel of the daily routine of the school. I would say that you get three main things from it. Children and adults trust each other more. Children will take risks because they know that they will not be judged negatively. They will be listened to. And children will be truthful, which I think is so important, that children feel, I did that, I shouldn't have done it. I'll hold my hand up and say I shouldn't have done it. I think it's a life skill that they can take with them to later life. And I think it's really, really important. What I would like to say to end with is # follow the empathy road. Come on, join me. Thank you.